Alright, hey guys, this is John with Dead Drift Outdoors. It is midsummer and I'm out in central New York. Got up a little extra early this morning to come out for one of my favorite hatches, the Trico hatch. The big thing is the spinner fall, which happens usually around anywhere from like 8:39 to 10:30, 11. So it's well before that. I'm gonna start working my way up the stream, prospect a little bit with a dun pattern or like an emerger, and then hopefully we'll get into some rising fish this morning. But I'm glad to bring you guys along to enjoy it with me, and let's see what we can get into. All right, well, I'm out on the creek here. Still super early. Really very few fish rising at this point. I saw a couple down in a long slow pool. There's a few Tricos coming off. I don't see any big spinner clouds yet, but the birds are going pretty crazy up high, so hopefully we'll see some spinner clouds in the next hour or two and get some good action on the surface. But for now, I'm just prospecting a little bit with just a little tiny parachute Adams. I mean, I could use a Trico done, but this will do just fine for this creek. Today I'm fishing my good old Cabela Synch 7.5 foot 3 weight. Right now I've got a 7.5 foot leader tapered down to 5X. I may throw on some 6X if the fish get going. But for now I'm just throwing this little parachute Adams to kind of prospect, and 5X is just fine. That was a nice fish. Look at that. That looks like a nice brook trout. All right, not a bad way to start the day right there. I think that was my first cast. Beautiful wild brookie eating that little Adams. What a great way to start out. Here's one. It's a nice little wild brown. All right, I just saw my first Trico cloud. Nice cloud of spinners right here. Actually getting pretty close to the water already, so I better get my way up to where I'm gonna fish and see if we can find some hungry trout. That is awesome. Finally came up on some rising fish here. There's just a little guy here. Right there, got him. Well, he's actually not that little. I thought it was just like a fingerling, but it's a decent brookie actually. All right, look at that. All right, that's my first one on the Trico. Just got a little parachute pattern. Haven't seen any spinners yet on the water, but I think there might be because they're starting to feed pretty hard. All right, another nice brookie. Here you go, dude. All right. Nice. All right. I love Trico fishing. So much fun. All right, buddy. Oh, shredded my fly. That's all right. Shredded my little parachute. All right, come here, dude. Another pretty brookie. There we go. I couldn't even tell if he ate it. They were rising so much. Oh, pretty male. Look at that guy. Not huge, but just a really healthy, beautiful wild brookie. Alright, well, I just came up on this little corner pool here, and this is usually, I try to hit this spot about when the spinner fall is really popping, and looks like I hit it right today. There are probably 20 brookies rising up in here. It's really hard to tell their size, but they are just gobbling spinners. There's a ton on the water, so this should be pretty fun. So when I'm filming, I just try to kind of pick them off from the back, slowly move forward so I don't spook too many fish. Oh, missed that guy. There we go. Just a little one. I did switch to a little spent wing pattern. So many rising, it's hard to pick out your fly. Well, unfortunately, I tried to slide up to target some fish that were up in the head here, and put them all down instantly. Just must have spooked the ones in the tail, and they just came shooting up. But that's all right. I could have probably sat there all day and kept picking them off if I had stuck put, but let's see if we can find some more fish. Well, it's almost 10 o'clock. I just came up through a more shallow section and now into this little area that's pretty dammed up, and really haven't seen any rising fish and very few Tricos at this point. So I'm gonna head back downstream. There's some riffles down there that might still have some spinners around, and see if we can't find another few rising fish before the day's over. All right, well, I've worked my way back down to where I started. Didn't really see any rising fish coming down. Tricos are pretty much done, so I figure I'll throw a little dropper dry in a couple spots. Just put on a little stimulator, a little 14. Just dropped a little Quasimodo pheasant tail off of that. We'll see what's cracking it. Oh, I see a fish right in the tail here. Oh, nice fish. He came up and ate the stimulator. There he is. Nice fish. He didn't get his fill of Tricos, I guess. All right, here you go, dude. There's got to be one, at least one more in this hole I can get. There. Oh, darn. There we go. Nice fish. Oh. What we got? Well, a little brown. Oh, something got him. Look at that. Something went after his back there. Got right through his fin too. Whew. He's been through some tough times, but he's hanging in there. All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up for me. Had a great morning out on this little wild trout stream. The Tricos were out. The hatch was pretty quick, or I should say the spinner fall was pretty quick, but the fish were up and feeding. Got some beautiful wild native brookies on the dry fly there, which was great. Hopefully I got some great footage for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment or question. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.